Hello, everyone. As we move from the overview of PMBOK-8 into practical decision-making, this next section focuses on one of the most important skills a project manager must master. As a project manager, knowing what to do next for Agile and hybrid-type questions. We continue with question 1, 30, and 44. These type of questions represents 80 to 85% of the PMP exam. The question, answers, and explanations ahead are designed to 1. Sharpen your judgment. 2. Reinforce PMBOK-8 delivery principles. And 3. Help you think through real project situations with clarity and confidence. Use each scenario to test how effectively you can apply the framework when the path forward isn't immediately obvious. Title SPM, What Should I Do Next? Domain, Stakeholder Performance. Scenario, you've launched a new project. The sponsor is pushing for a compressed timeline. Key stakeholders have not yet been identified. You must determine the correct next action. Answer choices. Proceed with developing a high-level project schedule. Anytime you see the word high-level, it refers to the governance stage because high-level items such as risks, assumption, and stakeholders occurs in the project charter before and after project charter has been approved, but the schedule is done in project planning. This is a contradiction. I am not aboard with this answer. Start stakeholder identification and document their interests. High-level stakeholders are performed in the project charter. However, compressed timelines are done in project planning. Again, a contraction of governance and planning. But in this case, a compressed schedule is a suggestion noted in the project charter. However, is prioritizing stakeholders and documenting their concerns. It is considered as a possible PMI-type answer. Launch detailed planning with your current knowledge. If it said the team's current knowledge from brainstorming meeting, it might have been an option. So in this case, not the best answer. Finalize the scope with whatever input is available. It is a new project, which it is in the beginning stages, and scope is in the planning stage. Correct answer, the correct answer is B. Start stakeholder identification and document their interests. Explanation, you must begin by identifying stakeholders and understanding their needs. Skipping this step increases the risk of missed expectations, scope changes, and conflicts later in the project. PMBOK-8 emphasizes early stakeholder engagement as foundational to alignment and planning. Option commentary. Option A. Building a schedule before knowing key players leads to rework. Option C. Planning without stakeholder input risks misalignment with project objectives. Option D. Finalizing scope is premature because requirements are not yet validated. Option B. Correct. Stakeholder identification sets the stage for planning, risk management, and communication strategies. Title SPM, What Should I Do Next? Agile/Hybrid Series. Domain, Project Work Performance. Scenario mid-execution. You discover that one of the engineering processes being used is outdated and is causing delays in the project. Where are we in the project? Mid-execution. Question, what is the most PMBOK-aligned way to address this issue? Options. A. Update your resource plan. Nothing in the questions refers to resources or planning, and this is mid-execution. You must know where you're in the project: governance, planning, execution, monitoring, and controlling, or close. We are mid-execution because it's stated at the beginning. Wrong answer. B. Implement a corrective action and document the process change. A great PMI response. Corrective and document the process change is done in the execution stage. Best answer. C. Escalate to the PMO. Escalation means you have exhausted all other resolutions, and this is your final resolution. Wrong answer. D. Ignore the issue and continue for the current project. It is an issue because it is in the execution stage. Had it been in the planning stage, it would be a risk to be documented in the risk register, and planned resolution would be a risk response strategy. However, as a PM and team, you never ignore the issue. Wrong answer. Correct answer, the correct answer is B. Implement a corrective action and document the process change. Explanation corrective actions are the PMBOK standard response to known variances. When a process is outdated and causing delays, the project manager should implement a corrective action and document the change to ensure lessons learned and repeatable improvement. Slide title as PM, What should I do next? Agile/hybrid series. Domain plus environment. People environment. Agile. Scenario during sprint planning. One developer dominates the discussion and dismisses the ideas of other team members. Question as a project manager. What would you do next? Options. A. Allow the team to self-organize and assume the issue will resolve on its own. No. This is assuming the problem will solve itself. It never does. As a PM, you have to lead the team into a better solution. B. Coach the developer on active listening and facilitation. Yes, this is you as a PM being a leader. Great answer. C. Reassign story points away from that developer. Nothing about story points are in the question. Do not read things into the question that are not there. Wrong answer. D. Escalate the situation to HR for team dynamics training. Not until you've exhausted all other options as a resolution. Correct answer. The correct answer is B. Coach the developer on active listening and facilitation. Explanation Agile and PMBOK-8 emphasize servant leadership and coaching to strengthen collaboration. Teaching active listening improves team participation and balances contributions. If this is type of content you enjoy and helps you grow as a project manager, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to be notified of more content like this.